You know that feeling in Skyrim where you've done all the quests that you want to do, but you're just not ready to close the game yet? For me, I'll start slogging through marshes or hiking up mountains or jumping off waterfalls just in an attempt to stay in the world a little longer. Maybe I'll catch a sunrise over a winter stream or watch travelers move from one town to the next. It becomes a sort of metagame of how long can I stay in this cozy realm before I start downloading the Thomas the Tank Engine mod? Paradise Marsh is this in-between feeling. It's a purgatory between wet and dry, of quests to complete and seasons to pass. You're dropped in the middle of a soggy marsh without a clue of how to get out. You find a net and you take a swing at the nearest frog, but then you find out that each creature you capture adds another star to your journal. A star that you might be able to put back into the sky. You see, every creature you capture in this game belongs to a constellation that literally fell out of the sky. So you use an ancient obelisk, you stick them back up there, and you have a little talk with each creature. Now, once they're up in the sky, they promise to guide you out of the marsh. So collecting and exploring becomes the true objective of this game. Here's the thing, though. Each critter has a season and a time of day that they like best. And this marsh exists everywhere and nowhere at the same time. You'll find moths hanging out at night and butterflies resting in the sunlight. Snails will only appear when it's raining and spiders hang from the darkest tree they can find. You traverse through this marsh, stumbling in ponds and tiny creeks, trying to catch enough critters to complete your constellation. It's a confusing game to navigate at first. With the hilly wetlands and the trees that pop up in the distance, it's kind of difficult to tell where you are and where you're supposed to be going. Eventually, you realize that there's a few different zones, a trash zone, for example, or this kind of Japanese garden area. And even when you get familiar with each area, it's so easy to get turned around again. But I guess that's the point, right? Each time you complete a constellation, you make a note of it in your book with details about the critter and its place up into the stars. You know, I love the flavor text here. It's clear to me that the devs really love words and poetry, and they put a lot of work into the writing. Actually, you know what? Speaking of poetry, there's a couple different birds that you can speak to in this marsh that'll give you lines of poetry that are just wonderful. I am a sucker for poems in games, especially quiet ones like this. The poems are short and descriptive of nature, sounds, and feelings, and it just works. These birds come and give you this nice poem, and then they're done. You never feel like you're reading too much because it's over before you know it. As you play, you'll discover small secrets that'll make you smile. I don't want to spoil anything, but here's one I enjoyed. I washed and hung up some dirty laundry and was rewarded with this cute little pan flute. I don't know what it does, it was just fun to play. There's more obvious ones, including a small collecting quest to receive a camera in the game. The camera allows you to take pictures of scenery, which is very rewarding, even if you don't use a filter. The longer you spend in this game, the more you wonder, where are you? The game is called Paradise Marsh, so I feel like it's probably stuck between the living and beyond. You might be dreaming, though, and you might just well be lost. There's poems you can find in bottles, and most of them seem like they're about dying or moving on. And there's also a few spirits that you meet who will give hints of how they passed into this realm. I'm trying to not spoil anything, but I have to tell you about this one spirit. He needs you to find this nice radio station so he can rest. All he hears is static, and he just wants to hear a song again. So when he gave me the radio, I remembered that I saw a radio tower in the distance at some point. So I ran over there as fast as I could, and I tuned the device to make it play a nice little country song. But when I turned around, he was already gone. Then I just kind of trudged around the marsh until it was nightfall again. And when I found him, I was so excited just to give him this song. The awkward walking in the game, along with the unpredictable scenery and seasons, made this really simple fetch quest feel more than that. I felt like I had to get him this song so he could finally rest. And that was so much fun for me. And look, at the core of this game, it really is a critter collector and a walking simulator. We can label it as cozy since it doesn't ask much of you and the visuals are nice, but there's this underlining emotion to this game that really takes it to the next level for me. The poems are carefully crafted. The critters all have their own silly personalities. Like, the toad has this super intense personality, and the fireflies are like the mom friend who doesn't want you to hang out with the bad influences. Anyway, so you just become familiar with this whole marsh and its temperaments, and you still get lost, but it feels okay. And I think if you enjoy exploring a virtual natural world, you will love this game. And anyone who sat by the river in an Elder Scrolls game just to take in the sights and sounds will totally delight in Paradise Marsh.